So, dear Sangha, as you already see that the topic for this series of three talks is listening to our body. And the monastic in Thai Plum Village, we just entered the rain retreat this week. And this is a special time of the year that we feel very privileged. We can have a good excuse to not go anywhere, even for go out for offering retreat. We dedicate our time and energy to focus on our practice, our studying. And at this time of the year, we have the most number of monastic in the monastery. In the first meeting, before we start the rain retreat, there are many brothers from many places come back together, and it make us feel really, really joyful and warm. And we just welcome Brother Nhật Quang from Japan. He come back to Thailand for this rain retreat. He taking care of his parents. And Brother Đạt Nguyen went to US, Deer Park, and now he come back to Thailand again. And some more Indonesian brothers. And let me go to our topic for tonight. Can you see the screen, the slideshow?
Yes, we can.
So as you see, our topic is listening to the body. This is one of the in the list of the topic that I heard from the Wake Upper. What are the topic that you want to listen to? What is the topic that you want to invest your time and the energy to study more? And this topic is pop out with the most number of people who vote for this topic. So here it is. Listening to the body or our body. So first of all, is our body. In a lot of Buddhist tradition, the body is not very not considered as something important because somehow people believe that liberation is we need to get, have the total liberation. We need to get rid of the body. And even during the Buddha time, when he teach about impermanence, there are bhikkhus who also commit suicide. The number is not clear, but there's a few bhikkhus who also commit suicide. And when that news come to Buddha, he said, I didn't mean to teach them to leave the body like that. That luckily in a Pamlet tradition, our teacher help us to recognize that the body and the mind are one. They have a strong connection, and if the body is in a good condition, the mind also easily to be in a good condition. And our teacher said that your body is a spiritual temple. Is if your mind is spiritual, so your body is the temple for that spirit. And he said the body is just as sacred as the mind. If the body is no longer sacred, then the mind is no longer sacred either. We need to take care of the body just as we take care of the mind, and vice versa. So if you don't know how to take care of our body, there's a lot of problem will happen. Sadly, in our education system, since we were small or child, until we finished the bachelor degree, there are very little teaching about our body. And even some people, when they grow up, married, have family, or until the moment they about to pass away, they never have a chance to really understand the body or even listen to it. Despite the fact that our body is a system is so complex. It may be one of the most complex system on this planet. It's so complex is in such a way that it make the it have the enough condition to make awareness and mindfulness available. You can look at other animals and the plants on the planet. Their body also is a miracle also. But we can see clearly in those species, mindfulness and awareness is not much there. But as a human being, we have the capacity to be aware, to be fully aware and to be fully mindful of what we are doing, what are the activity in the body or in the mind. We can be aware of that. Like among the animals, you can easily find the videos on the YouTube that most of animal, their reaction in front of the mirrors, they cannot recognize that is them. They will fight with the image of themselves in the mirror. There's only dolphin, some type of dogs, pig, uh, monkey, and human can recognize the image in the mirror is them, not another animal. So that you see that our body is that complex, that's wonderful. But we never pay attention to it. We just use it to doing this, doing that, to accomplish some kind of dreams, some kind of goals that we set in our mind. We exploit our body in many ways. And one day our body doesn't have enough capacity to follow our wish anymore. And that is the moment we break down. And that our body actually, compared to our mind, our body is something very truthful. Our mind is very tricky, right? If we want one thing, the mind can trick us to another thing. If we force our mind too much, like if you force yourself to meditate too much, your mind can trick you. It creates a lot of hallucination. You can heard from here and there. People see the Buddha, people see Bodhisattva, people see lotus, see a lot of things. But it's just the illusion that when your mind trick you, and when it's under pressure, it will create a lot of a lot of illusion to trick you. But our body is very simple. If it's hot, it said it's hot. It's cold, it said it's cold. If it's tired, it said it's tired. Only our mind is the one who said, yeah, you're tired, but I'll not let you rest. I'll watch YouTube a little bit more. I'll read some more news. I'll drink more liquor, something like that. So now we come to the second part is listening. Listening to the body. May I ask you that what element do you think is more important for listening? Anybody? What is the more important element for listening? Effective listening.
Silence.
Anyone?
Ear.
Attention.
Tien, you want to say something?
Attention.
Attention. Wonderful. Thầy would be happy with your answer. Yes, you get it. Not our ear, not our hearing capacity, but our mindfulness, our attention, our presence is the most important thing for listening. Suppose that you be with your loved one. Your ear is open, but you're not there. Your mind going somewhere else. So you cannot listen. The same thing. If you want to listen to your body, you need to be there. That's the first and the most essential element for listening. And here we can see that mindfulness is the ultimate state for a person to know anything. If you want to know anything on this planet or outside of this planet, you want to know anything inside of you or outside of you, mindfulness is the first thing you need to have. Maybe another word is full awareness or attention, alertness, all those words. But it's point to the state that your mind is there. Your mind is there. But once you start to listening to your body, you will soon realize that your body is an Amazon forest. There's so many things there. There's so many mystical, there's so many things that you don't know which way to go. Yes, I did do listen to my body, but which part? Which reaction of the body? Which habit of the body? Which sound of the body that I should listen to? There's so many. Even though we're mindful, but we realize that we face a whole new world already right here, and we don't understand at all. May I ask you, do you usually, after a full meal, we feel sleepy? Can anybody tell me why? Why after you eating a full meal, you feel sleepy?
Too much sugar, brother.
Yes, Bill?
Yeah, too much blood sugar, so we feel sleepy.
Too much blood sugar, then you feel sleepy. Okay. Any other answer? That thing happen every day, right? You have full meal and you feel sleepy. Why is that?
The blood flows from your mind to your stomach.
Pardon?
There's less blood in your brain to supply, and the blood flows from your mind to your stomach.
Wonderful. This means that you have been listening to your body very well. Yes, dear friends, after we eat, our stomach really need the energy because digestion is a heavy job. It have to break all the molecule in the food to turn it into nutrition. It's a really heavy job. And at that moment, our stomach send the signal to our brain and said like this, hey, I need to collect energy to focus on this, to break down this food and to turn it into nutrition for the whole body. So, but my friend, the brain, my friend, you use too much energy. So please take a rest so that I can have the energy to do my job. That is the signal the stomach sends to the brain and make us feel sleepy. But what do we do when we feel sleepy? In the daytime, you may drink coffee. After lunch, you said, okay, drink coffee and then go to the office. Is there any one of you doing something like that? Yeah.
Dear brother, we work
You
very hard
confuse
to
your
wake
body.
up.
You see, when we drink coffee, we make our brain more active. It draws the oxygen, the blood, the energy up here. So the stomach cannot have enough energy. And what will happen? The stomach cannot completely turn food into nutrition. It will turn to something else. What is it? It will be fat. It will be, or it will become the part of the food that the intestine cannot absorb. That's why a lot of people say I eat just a little bit, but I keep gaining weight. Yes, and I just share with you the reason. You take away the energy your stomach need to digest up here. So after the meal, if we know how to listen to our body, a short nap is wonderful. Doesn't need to be long, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Even you cannot find a place to lie down, just sit against a wall, close your eye, and give yourself a total relaxation. That will work miraculously. And after that 15 minutes, you wake up, you feel full of energy. But if you try to overcome that feeling of sleepiness with some kind of coffee or some kind of physical work, you working against your own body, your own system, your own wisdom of you're working against the wisdom of your own system. So that is just one example. And when we come to this, how can we navigate? How can we know where to look at our body to really understand this, how to understand what is happening? So let's continue. And today I will share with you a map of our system, our body system, so that you can have a map in your hand so that you can navigate it for yourself. Lucky for us that in Asia, we have been having a lot of awakened people, awakened person, a person who are not only just awakening, but they invest their whole life on this planet to really dig deeply and to understand the body and the mind and give it inherited to us. And what I'm talking here is about Oriental medicine. It's such a wonderful and complete system to help us to understand the body. And as you see on the slide here, is there 5 elements: fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. You may hear it from many places, even in the Hollywood movie. You also has something like that. But mostly it's misused. But why is those elements? And I will not, in this talk, I cannot go too deep why they choose these elements, but maybe we can consider it as a language to communicate with each other. Like if we learn mathematics, we have to accept the truth that this is number 1, this is number 2. This is multiply, this is plus, this is divided, this is minus, the same thing. So please consider these 5 elements: fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. For now, is a language, is a category for us to go deeper. And you can easily find in Ayurvedic medicine, the Indian medicine, you find the same 4 elements: fire, earth, water, and food and wood. Metal they replace with something called ether or spirit. That's why when people they try to include the spirit into this map. But here we're just talking about the physical body. So that's why the 5th element is metal. And how these 5 connect to each other? Yes, this is the map of connection. You see the what called pentagon. What English word for pentagonal star? I'm sorry, this kind of shape. Pentagonal something. I don't know the English word. So each tip of the star represents 1 element. And with the 5, what do you think is what organ in our body represent the fire? It's the heart, right? So we have the heart. And the heart is considered as a yang organ. The yang organ. Now, the yin organ. And the yang organ go with the element of fire. We have the epicardium, small intestine, and the 3 burners. We'll go back to this later. And let me continue with on the earth element. We have the stomach and the yin organ, and the spleen and the yang organ. For the metal element, we have the lung and large intestine. The water element, we have the kidney and the bladder. And for the wood element, we have liver and the gallbladder. In the tradition, we consider our body as a small universe. And the universe around the world, outside Earth, is a larger one. And on this planet, the sun considered as the hottest, the fire element, and the sea considered as the water element, right? And what the sun do to the sea? It shine the light, bring the heat to the sea, and the water vapor coming up. The more heat the sun gives, the more water vapor is going up. But if the sun keeps burning like that, will the water on earth evaporate all? No, because when the water vapor going up, it turns to cloud and it covers the sun. So it keep the temperature in the system at the point that other living being can live, and the water vapor become the rain again. So inside our body, there are two organs also working the same way. It's our heart and our kidney. They have that connection. That's why if you see somebody have the kidney malfunction, usually they will have heart problem, high blood pressure. The kidney problem, but they may die because of stroke. Because this kidney here, the water element here, is too less. It cannot balance with the fire element up here. You see this connection? Yeah. And the same with the lung and the heart, liver, and the stomach, they have this connection. And why there's two parts here, like in the metal element, there's a lung and the large intestine. They have share the same nerve system, the same blood vessels. So that's why they share this element. And you can easily see when you go to the toilet for poo-poo. What do? You have to breathe in, right? Can you breathe out and go poo-poo? No, you have to breathe in. Because the large intestine and lung is in the same system, the same connection. Something very simple like that, but we never know. We never pay attention, right? And why the lung is considered as the yin organ and the large intestine considered as yang organ. The things inside the circle considered as yin and outside considered as yang. Why? Because if you take the lung and the large intestine, you cut it half. Which one is more dense? Which one have more blood? The lung, right? So that is yin. In the large intestine, mostly air, the space inside. This is yang. The same thing with kidney and bladder. The same thing with liver and gallbladder. And in this system, we can see that the stomach and the liver have a strong connection. Suppose like before you eat, it's about the meal time. The liver have to work to create the bile, the B-I-L-E, bile, to help the stomach, to send to the stomach to for the digest process. So before the meal, liver have to work more, the cheese here, and because of that, the blood pressure on your right side of the body is higher. But after meal, the stomach start to work, liver stop. So at this time, the half side of the left side, the half left of your body, the blood pressure go higher, and the right side go lower. If you found yourselves on the reverse of this, you know that maybe because your eating time is abnormal. You eat it many different times in the day. So you don't have fixed time of meal. So you make your body confused. So the liver don't know what time I was should create the bile. And the stomach also don't know what time I should function. So when the food already in the stomach, but the bile doesn't come here yet. And that's why the food cannot fully dissolve, cannot fully transform into nutrition. And it will turn to something else. For some people, they eat a lot, they cannot gain weight. For some people, they eat just a little, they gain a lot of fat. This map will help us to understand our body and how all of this function. Let's go to a little bit more in the detail. Here I made for you a chart. The yin organ, already we have heart, stomach, lung, kidney, liver. The yang organ, epicardium, is epicardium is the thing it surround our heart. Yeah, our heart is here, but is there a system of blood vessels that go to cover our heart, nourish our heart, and support the heart? We call this one the small intestine, and the tree burner. Tree burner is the three part in the body. One is here below your chest. One is below your navel, and one is up in the head. So this is three center of energy in the body. It also belongs to this curriculum fire. The spleen, the large intestine, the bladder, and small bladder. Okay, let's continue. And we go to the taste. Usually, our heart needs the taste of bitterness. Like for a person who have a high blood pressure because of their heart problem, if that person eat bitter melon, it will help because it's cool down the energy from the heart. But if you eat a hot, bitter thing like coffee, hot coffee, it raises the heartbeat up. That's why after you drink coffee, you feel that your heartbeat racing. Do you see that? But if you eat bitter melon, for example, or something bitter but cold, you take out the energy from this system of the heart. So it balances out the body. But you add more, is at one point your heart cannot bear it anymore. And then we on the earth element with the stomach here, the stomach needs sweet. Do you pay attention that after a meal, if you eat small piece of something sweet, it feels so great? Have you ever paid attention that this small piece of cookie or cake or something sweet, it feels so great, but your mind tells you that, oh, the sweet is not good. I should not eat sweet. But your body said, I really like this one. Why? Because the stomach needs the sweetness. Now, right after you eat, when you give the stomach some sweetness, something sweet, it helps the stomach to digest better. Why? Because in our stomach, what is the environment here inside our stomach? It needs a lot of heat. Our stomach, the ideal temperature is 41 Celsius degree. It actually is the hottest in our body, our stomach, 41 Celsius degree. And not just hot. If it's hot and dry, it cannot make the food rotten to digest. So it needs hot but damping. hot but humid. So there's something sweet like sugar or any kind of sweetness is help that process. So that's why when you, after your meal, a little sweet is very good because your body naturally need it. Of course, I'm not encourage you to eat a whole bar of chocolate. Or you eat a lot of like that and you said, Brother King said, eat sweet, a lot of sweet is good. No, I just eat a little bit. If you mindful enough, you will know when is enough for your stomach. Usually it is 1 or 2 pieces of cake like this. And on the column of metal, which is our lung is there, it's love spicy. It is spicy. And you eat spicy food, you breathe like it. If you eat chili, you pay attention, you breathe in a lot. And it helps your lung. It brings the air and the energy to your lung. For the kidney, it loves salty. But too much salty, it will kill this kidney. For the liver, it's the sour, like lemon or anything. For the chi, the heart needs heat. The heart needs it very simple, easy to understand. If your heart is cold, your whole body is done. For stomach, the chi is dampness. It's low, the chi have to be low. Like if you come to the forest, where is all the leaves and tree is molten very fast, rotten very fast. It's the place that you feel the humid is very low. And low here is low on the ground. High humid, but low on the ground. That is the environment that our stomach needs. Our lung need to be dry. If there is the air, the water vapor in the lung, enter the lung, we're coughing right away. Because the lung don't like that humidity. For water, kidney is cold. And for liver, it's called windy. That's why the liver will take a big role in our emotion. Like when you get angry, the liver create the bile a lot. And in Vietnamese idiom, they said that bầm gan. This means when you get angry, your liver is how say your bầm gan is in is swollen, something like that. And it's this 5 element, this organ, internal organ, also connect with your emotion. The heart is connect with the emotion of joy. When you're happy, when you're in love, joy, right? It's the heart. The stomach connect with worries. You see, when you are worried, you cannot eat. Even you eat, it cannot digest. The more you worry, the weaker your stomach and your spleen is. The lung connect with sadness. Have you ever observed somebody sad, very sad? What did they do? They just breathe out, they didn't breathe in. Right? They have no oxygen in the body, just breathe out. And they sit like this. So they weaken the lung. And also when the lung is weakened, your sitting position is like this. And when you keep breathing out like this, cancer, lung cancer, simple. Because no oxygen in the body, you just breathe out. You can try tomorrow. You just sit for a few minutes and you breathe like I just breathe. Maybe for 4 and 5 minutes, you see the energy in the body just going out. You have no energy anymore. Be careful with this, huh? Next time when you get sad, breathe in. Don't breathe out. But when you get anger, please breathe out. Because if you breathe in, you're about to shout to somebody. You take an in-breath to shout at anybody. And the anger connect with the liver, and the kidney connected with the fear. When somebody is so fearful, they're so afraid, what happened? They can pee in the pan. Because the qi in the kidney is weakened, it cannot take control of the system and the bladder anymore. So naturally, they pee in the pan. So do you see the connection? So next time when you have those kind of anger, you know, this kind of emotion, you know which organ is connected and how you should take care of your body so that you can transform your emotion from the root. Let's continue. And joy connect with laughing. This also belongs to the heart. Worry connect with singing. You might be curious, but if you observe somebody really worried, they will mumming some songs. They will singing a song, cite some song very softly. Why? Because this is the system of the body to balance out the energy, balance out the emotion. When you worry about a lot of things, you just suddenly singing something. And sadness, when you're too sad, tears come out to balance. When you fear, you scream, right? Screaming is balance this emotion. Anger, shouting. When you get angry, you want to shout at anybody. Just come to this at this moment. You already see a lot of things in your life happen. It doesn't mean that by chance. This doesn't happen by chance. It have the connection with each other. Very strong connection. But if you don't understand, you may spend your whole life searching around, searching the solution outside for what you experience inside. Next, all of these internal organ will go to the gate. It means it have the expression outside. Like for the heart, the gate of the heart is the tip of the tongue. This part of the tongue. So if you look at the tongue, you will know. If the doctor, they look at the tongue, they will know, do you have the heart problem or not? The stomach, the gate is the lips. You look at somebody who have a strong stomach, you see the lips is red and fresh. But if you see the lips is black on two sides, you know this person have kidney problem. Or if the lip is white, you know that person have lung problem. And you can be the doctor for yourself after this class. The lung, the gate of the lung is the nose, easy. The kidney, ear. If your kidney is weak, your hearing capacity will off. That's why elder people have hearing problem, because after a lifetime the kidney is weakened, so they no longer can hear, even losing the hearing capacity. The liver, the gate is to the eye. I'll go deeper later. And each of these internal organ also takes responsibility. The heart takes responsibility for all the blood vessel in the body. Yeah, this is very easy to understand. The stomach takes the responsibility for muscle. If you eat a lot, but you keep losing your muscle, you know your stomach has problem. Or your spleen has problem. If the spleen don't create enough insulin, insulin will be pushed out of the body, and you have the what is the English word for that? Obesity, or bệnh tĩnh tiểu đường.
Diabetes.
Diabetes, yes, diabetes. We call this guy, and this guy also take care of the muscle and the metal. The lung take care of the skin and the body hair. If your lung is healthy, the skin color is bright, then the body hair is soft and it's lie down on the skin. If your lung is weak, all the hair will going up. Yeah. So if you want to have a good skin, ladies, practice breathing. Don't use a lot of cosmetic. Cure is at the root. Take care is at the root. Practice breathing, exercise, your skin will be bright. It doesn't need to be white, it's bright and healthy. Kidney take care of the bone, the teeth, the marrow, the brain, blood, and the hair. And when your kidney weak, your teeth will weak. It will have the darker color. You want your teeth to be healthy, take care of the kidney. Don't just go to the dentist to clean your teeth every three months. It wastes a lot of money. Liver, take care of the nail, tendon, and cartilage. And also go with the colors. 5, red, simple, earth, yellow. Remember this, yellow. Do you pay attention that all the advertising about food and restaurant is red and yellow? Right? Because they understand this. They understand that this color will make your stomach working. When your eyes see that, your stomach working. And fire, the heart, in the connection with the stomach is supporting. So yellow and red. For the lung, the color is white. So if you see somebody is get angry, or some criminal, they're very aggressive. If they kidnapped by the police, where the police put that criminal to a dark room, the black dark room. Because why? The black is here with the kidney. It controls fear. And when you're overexcited, if you put that person into the room of red color, that person is more excited, more violent. But put that person in the black dark room, it activates the fear. And that's why that criminal can calm down very quickly. Wood, the liver, go with the green. And from now, if you look at, like I said, look at somebody's lips, right? The lip meant to be red, not very red, but pink red. But if you see the black color there in the lips, you know they have the kidney problem. If you see the lip is green, they have the liver problem or they got some wind in the body. If the lips is too red, you know this person had the heart problem, or you know yourself have that problem. The same thing. If you look at the eyes, the part of the eye, if you see there is a red veil, go from here outside to the white area of the eye, you know you have some heart problem or small intestine problem. And it also go with the smell. The last one, the smell. The heart, like the smell of something burning. The charcoal, burned food, it make your heart beat pump. And the stomach have something fragrant like rice, the fragrance of rice. The lung, something fishy, the smell is fishy. Kidney, urinous, easy to understand. Liver, the smell of rotten. So what is good? It will help. Your sweat. You smell your sweat. You know, is your body 5 element is balanced or is off to some side? Or your poo-poo also have a smell. The smell can tell you what is the situation of your 5 element in the body. If one or two of this, you pop out, you know. So from this table, it gives you a lot of information. Is it a map for you to start to discover your body? When you pay attention, you know where to pay attention. And this is another example. This is our eye. Now I teach you to be the doctor, eye doctor. You look at the eye and you know what is your sickness. The liver will open the gate to this part of the eye, not the middle, but this part. The earth, the stomach is the eyelid. The heart take care of this, take responsibility of this part of the eye. The center of the eye is the gate of the kidney, and the wide area take care by the lung. So if you look at your eye, the wide area, if you see there's a green shade there, what happened there? What is the sickness? It relates to the liver. The liver affect is this lung, right? The color of the liver is green. And if you have the kidney problem, the center of the eye cannot, will lose its flexibility. Like normal people, when you go outside in the midday, this part of the eye will close, become very small. And you go to the shade, it open up. You come to the dark room, it's open wide. It's wide open. But if you have the kidney problem, this part of the eye lose the flexibility, and that you start to have the optical problem. That's why elder people, they have start to have the optical problem. They cannot see something close, they can only see something far away because this one lose the flexibility to adjust. Like I just said, a heart, if overheat, it create a vein, the red vein go into the eye. And you look at the stomach, the lid, the eyelid will show the situation of the stomach. If your stomach is not well, usually your eyelids is like this. Yeah, I don't know the English word, but it will like this. Just look at your eye. You have a lot of informations already. Or you could look at your tongue. The very end of the tongue is the area the kidney take care of. The center is the stomach. Two sides is the liver. And in front, the heart take care. If you look at your tongue, it's so red in front. Your heart overheat or it's white. Your heart lack of heat. If you look at two sides of the tongue, if you see the edge, it look like the saw blade. The saw blade go like this. You know, your liver get problem. And the skin of the whole tongue take care by the lung. The lung take care of all skin in the body. If your lung is healthy, the skin look fresh. Yeah. And the center is the stomach. Usually the center of our tongue have a layer of white, something white, thin, white, and wet. A little bit wet is good. But if your stomach is overheat, you eat too much hot food, that white layer is very thick and dry. But you eat a lot of cold food, that white layer will turn a little bit green, but also thick and very wet. I quite believe after today you look at the mirror and look at your tongue, but it's good. So now is 8:45 already. So if we continue with this, it can take a whole month to talk about it. But I just give you a brief map to help you to figure out what is happening to your body, to help you to be the doctor for yourself. You don't need to always come to the hospital to know and wait for the doctor to tell you what is happening inside your body. You can be the doctor for yourself. And if because of all this knowledge, all of this understanding and experience, that's why if you come to the office of a Chinese doctor, if he's good, you just walk in, they already know what happened to you. He didn't need to say anything. He don't need even to butt mic, you know. Don't even need to do this. This is just to double check what he already observed since you enter the room, since you sit down, the way you breathe, the way you talk. He or she already know what is happening. This is just to double check. And the third check is they ask again. Something that they cannot see, but they want to check again. And you can be that doctor for yourself with this map. Okay. So this one, if you would like to take the screenshot, please do so. And like our teacher said, our body is the temple for our spirit. If you want to, of course, you are here. You want to grow spiritually. You want to be more happy and joy. It is need to start with the body first, to really understand the body, the signal, the message of the body, the language of the body. Our body very truthful. Only us denial to listen to it. And if you not listen to your body, who will bear the pain? Nobody else, just you. That's the cause and the consequence. If you suffer mentally, there will be the Sangha member, there will be friends who can sit next to you, listen to you from this hour to another hour, from this day to another day. But when you have a bodily pain, even your closest one, your most beloved one, cannot share that pain with you. So please invest your time and energy to understand your body for your own sake of well-being and for your wish to have a spiritual growth in this lifetime. So I would like to end my talk here, and the Dhamma talk next month will be shared by Brother Đạo Quý, and the last one will be by Brother Tinh Không.
That will be the next one. That will be the next one.
Okay, they were still discussing who will be the next. Yes, thank you, everyone.